Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little different for my channel. I asked you guys on Instagram if you'd like to see this, and you probably know by the title, I'm doing pressure cooker recipes. If you guys watch my vlogs, you know how obsessed lately I've been with my pressure cooker. I seriously cook every single meal in my pressure cooker. I don't even remember the last time I used the stove or the oven. So I know I've been sharing recipes in my vlogs, but I wanted to just do like a dedicated video sharing 5 recipes that are either new to me or that I really like making. So some of these recipes are new, I've never made before. These recipes are just good. I just picked out recipes that looked good. They are not necessarily healthy. They are not following any sort of diet or anything like that. I just straight up went on Pinterest, found recipes that I thought looked good to me. Ty picked out some recipes, and that's what I'm cooking. I'll leave links to everything down below so you guys can have a more detailed recipe, but I do tweak each one just a little bit. If you guys are new here, I would love to have you as a subscriber. Also, if you want to see more videos like this, more recipe videos or pressure cooker recipe videos, make sure to give this video a thumbs up so I can tell if you guys like it or not. Then I will know to make more videos like this. Okay, I am starting dinner for tonight, and tonight we are having let me show you. It is a Instant Pot white chili chicken. Doesn't that look bomb? I'm probably most excited about this recipe. I've never tried this one, so it's a new one. So these are all the ingredients that I'm going to need to actually cook it. I have more ingredients that I'll use for toppings. All I'm doing is seriously throwing in all of this. So yeah, and then it cooks, and then I add my toppings. It's that easy. Are you making it cook? Yeah. Yeah. I did not realize how easy this recipe was going to be. I seriously just dumped everything in the pot. I didn't have to cut up anything. I just have it all mixed together. All my seasoning, the chicken, the chilies, the beans. And now I'm just going to set it on the poultry setting. You guys, a rookie mistake. I forgot to shut the valve. So all of the pressure has been being released, and this is taking twice as long as it should have. So note to self, do not forget to shut the valve. Otherwise, it's just gonna keep doing this. It's dinner tonight. It tastes so good. I already had a bite of it. I added cilantro and then just some cheddar cheese on top. I meant to get sour cream to add to this, but I forgot it, so we didn't have any. But I'm also going to eat it with just some chips. I really like dipping chips in chicken chili like this. So that is dinner. I'm getting started on dinner, and tonight we're having a pot roast and carrots and potatoes and then onions. I'm really excited. This is one of my, sorry if it's loud, Scarlet entire plane, but this is one of my favorite recipes that I cook, and we haven't had it for a while. Okay, I don't have steak seasoning, so I'm going to be using some roasted garlic and herb seasoning that I typically put on chicken, but it's all right. I think it'll be fine. I hate touching raw meat, by the way. This like totally grosses me out. Whoa. Okay, so here's the other thing about this recipe. I'm gonna give you guys this recipe, but I don't actually follow it. I just follow it for the cook times, like for the timing and how to cook the actual roast. But for the sauce that they have you make up, I don't make it, I just buy this. These are so awesome. This is super easy. I've shared this before on my channel, but they're the Campbell's slow cooker, the sauces. This is the beef stew one. It makes an excellent sauce for a roast, and so instead of mixing up all the ingredients to make that sauce, I just throw this in there. Okay, so I'm just getting each side browned. I have the front and back. Now I'm just trying to get like the sides, just like that. Okay, so my roast is all browned, and now I'm just going to take this sauce and dump it all over it. I also need to turn off, it's on the saute setting still, so I'm just gonna cancel it. So I'm also going to add just a little bit of beef broth, and the reason I'm adding this is because I don't think there's enough liquids in there to properly cook, and it will start to burn. So I'm just gonna add some beef broth, and I think that should be enough. You have to have enough liquid in your pressure cooker when you're cooking it, otherwise it will burn and it just won't cook correctly. Valve is closed, and now I'm just going to do, which one is it? The meat stew, and I'm just gonna leave it exactly what it says. press on, and it's gonna come to pressure and then cook for 30 minutes. Once it's done cooking, I'm going to add my vegetables, have it cook a little longer, and then my meal will be ready. So I'll see you guys in 30 minutes. All right, it's been 30 minutes, so I'm going to release my pressure, and then I have my veggies right here that I'm just going to dump in. Also, I make it super easy. I get the little Potato Company potatoes, so I can just dump them right in, along with the carrots. I don't have to peel this or cut potatoes up or anything, so this makes it so easy and fast. I always hate doing this. There we go. Okay, so I was just reading through the recipe for this, and it actually says to add the vegetables the very first time around. So I didn't realize that, and that's never how I've done it. I've always added vegetables now, so like I just put all my vegetables in it on top of the roast, and then I'm going to cook it for another 10 minutes. But next time I'm gonna have to try it the other way. I think that'd be a lot easier. I just have never done it that way, so I just wanted to let you guys know. But anyways, I have my veggies in there. I'm gonna put my lid back on. I'm just going to cancel and then manual for 10 minutes. So I went ahead and got all of my vegetables out and then my pot roast, and I put it in a pan. I'm a little disappointed because my roast isn't as tender as it has been in the past, and I don't know, maybe I overcooked it this time, or maybe it's just the piece of meat. But next time I'm definitely going to try adding the vegetables with the meat and then cooking it all together, and so maybe I don't overcook the meat. I don't know, it hasn't happened like this in the past, but either way, it's still good. But now I'm going to make the gravy. So all I did was I got all of the vegetables out of the Instapot, and then this is 1 cup water and then 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. So I'm just gonna add that to my Instapot. And then I will say too, you're supposed to whisk this in, but I don't have a whisk right now. It broke the other day and I just don't have one. So I have my Instapot set on the saute setting, by the way. So I'm just gonna let this saute, bring it to a boil, and this will start to thicken and it'll become a really good gravy. Okay, there's dinner. It looks really good. Like I said, the meat's a little tough, but it all tastes really good. And I'm so excited to eat this. And Andy's hoping he can get some too. So today I'm making a hamburger soup, and if you guys haven't caught on to this by now by watching my channel, and I think I made 2 soups in this video. I love making soups in my pressure cooker. I love soup in general, but I love cooking it in the pressure cooker because it just, I mean, it cooks so fast. So I'm gonna make this hamburger soup. Scarlett's sitting right here in her little red spica chair for her spica cast she's wearing. And I'm gonna get started. All right, so I just have some onion and some ground beef over here sauteing. This is on the saute setting, by the way. I also added some olive oil so it doesn't stick to the pan. And then I'm going to chop up my carrots and my potatoes while this is browning. Okay, I just added all of my potatoes and carrots to this, and now I'm going to add a few other ingredients. So first I'm gonna add the beef broth. I'm just gonna, I don't know, probably use the whole thing. And then I have an onion dip mix that I'm going to add in. And a little bit of Italian seasoning. I'm just gonna add whatever I think. I don't really follow recipes to a T. Same with the garlic powder, just the garlic powder. Just add some of that in. And then some Worcestershire sauce. And now I'm just gonna give it all a really good stir. I have the saute setting turned off, by the way. I turned it off as soon as I added the vegetables. Okay, and just so you guys know too, I'm leaving out the canned tomatoes because I don't really like tomatoes, I guess. I like fresh tomatoes, but I don't like hot tomatoes. So I'm gonna leave that out, but I am doing the tomato paste now. And you're not supposed to stir this in, you're just supposed to put it on top and then close the lid and cook it. Okay, make sure that valve is closed. And then I'm gonna set this to 7 minutes. Okay, so now I'm just waiting for it to come to pressure. It's gonna cook for 7 minutes and then it should be good to go. This was so easy to do. Ignore my kitchen because I'm in the process of painting my backsplash, but you guys, this smells so good. I almost forgot, I'm gonna add this to the soup also. This is just some more mixed vegetables. So I'm just gonna let that sit for a second now and let the frozen vegetables kind of cook in it. It looks so good. My entire kitchen is a disaster because I'm painting, but guys, this is so good. It was so easy, and this will be great leftovers. So I definitely recommend this recipe. I've never made a soup in my pressure cooker that I haven't liked. They're definitely my go-to. Tonight's Tonight's dinner is going to be so easy. Hello. Oh, hello. We are making spaghetti squash with just your normal red sauce and hamburger meat or ground beef, whatever you want to call it. So that's what we're eating for dinner tonight, and I'm gonna make it all in our pressure cooker. Oh, sorry, she has a phone call. I better go so she can answer this. Okay, I may sound like I'm out of breath, and I really am, because carrying her around with this cast on is a lot. She's really heavy, it's like 30 pounds. Anyways, the first thing I'm going to do is cook the spaghetti squash. It should take about 12 minutes or so. But you do want to insert, what do you call this? I don't even know what you call this. It comes with the pressure cookers. So add that into your pressure cooker. I'm gonna have to set Scarlett down because I have to cut this spaghetti squash in half, and if you guys have ever cut a spaghetti squash in half, it's actually really hard to cut. So the best way to cut the spaghetti squash, and I'm trying to be super careful because this could be super dangerous, you are supposed to cut a bunch of little like holes around it, and then it's easier to cut. So this isn't easy, you guys. You want to be super careful. Once you finally get this cut open, you're gonna wanna scoop out all of the seeds inside. Okay, so next I'm just going to add a cup of water. And I am just going to place these. So these are not fitting in my pressure cooker. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this piece out. Even though I know that's what it says to do, I'm just going to see if they'll fit in this way. If I can get them in there. We're just gonna go with that. We'll see how this turns out. I'm gonna secure my lid. My valve is closed. Well, Scarlett just spilled milk all over her, so that's why her shirt just came off. But I'm going to set this now. This is real life cooking with a kid. I hope you guys aren't expecting some extravagant meal video here, because this is definitely not it. This is real life. But I'm going to set this now on pressure. My pressure is going to be on high, and I'm gonna set it for 7 minutes. If you guys are new to pressure cookers, you have to wait for them to come to pressure and then it starts cooking. Okay, so now we're just gonna let that cook, and then as soon as the spaghetti squash is ready, I'm going to brown the hamburger meat. I always call it hamburger meat. I guess you could say ground beef. I'm gonna brown the ground beef, and then we're gonna just add some store-bought sauce. Nothing special today, super easy meal. Mama. Yeah, that's so nice.
May you always find your way to higher ground. May you always keep your head held up high. Pretty little thing.
Okay, so I'm just browning my ground beef and then half of an onion. I just bought some tomato basil sauce from the grocery store, nothing crazy. Okay, here's dinner tonight. Spaghetti squash with red sauce or marinara, and then ground beef. So tonight for dinner, we are going to be making a instant pot hamburger mac and cheese. I've never made this recipe before, but it's pretty simple. It's pretty self-explanatory. It shouldn't be that difficult. The only difficult part at making this recipe will be this little girl right here. So this is what I'm cooking tonight. Doesn't that look good? This was Ty's request. Okay, so right now I am just browning my ground beef, and then I added half of an onion as well. And this is all on the saute setting. This recipe did not call for an onion, but I just thought it would be good to add an onion instead of onion powder, and I had one. So next I'm just going to add some garlic powder, about a half teaspoon. Next I'm gonna add a little bit of red pepper. I'm also going to add about half a teaspoon of cumin. Next I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of Worcestershire, approximately that. I don't really measure anything out, by the way. I just kind of go with it. Okay, so next I'm just going to add 4 cups of water. And then I'm gonna add my macaroni. So this is from Walmart. It is just elbow macaroni, but this one is whole wheat, high in fiber. So I got this one instead of just your regular pasta. So I'm gonna add that to my Instapot. Give that a good stir. Okay, now that that's done, I'm going to add my lid, close my valve, and then I'm going to set this for 5 minutes on high pressure. Meanwhile, while that is cooking, I'm going to grate some Gouda cheese. Okay, so the 5 minutes are up. I always put a towel around my hand to release the pressure. So I'm gonna release it. Whoa, what is that? Looks good. Let me grab my spoon. I just washed it off. So all the macaroni's cooked in there with the hamburger. Okay, this is approximately 2 cups, and you guys, it's so hard to grate cheese. Oh my gosh, I'm like sweating, but I'm gonna add all of this in. I'm also going to add in 2 cups of mild cheddar cheese. Okay, so that's what it looks like when it's done. It looks like some gooey, cheesy goodness. Okay, so here it is. It's really good. I've already tried it. I'm really not that hungry, so I'm just eating a small bowl, but I think this will be a win for everybody in my family, including Scarlett. I think she's gonna like this too. I hope you guys enjoyed this pressure cooker video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know down in the comments which recipe was your favorite, or if you have any recipes I need to try, let me know down below as well, because I always love trying new recipes. Make sure you guys stick around for the end, because I am going to be sharing a few bloopers from all of these days of cooking. Cooking with a toddler, there's bound to be a bunch of bloopers, so I thought I would share them with you today. I've never done that before. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you guys are new, follow me over on Instagram, and I'll see you guys in my next one.
Baby.
And I'm also going to add, ooh. Sorry, my lens is fogging up. And okay, and we're and then tonight, can I set you down for a second?
No.
Oh, where'd you go?
Hi.
You're saying hi to the spaghetti sauce? Oh, it looks so, oh my gosh, my camera just fogged up.